He can't throw. Check. He's inaccurate. Check. He's a better runner than he is passer. Check. He should switch to wide receiver in the NFL. Check. He's not as good a passer as the other quarterbacks in this draft either. Check. Really, y'all? Despite what people may think, I believe Lamar Jackson will be a stud in the NFL, and the Baltimore Ravens will be the perfect fit. Here's why.
It's killer rap, we got the hottest staff. In 03, I made a dynasty like Robert Kraft.
What's going on, football fans? OG the Beast here, and we had a weird yet very entertaining first round of the draft on Friday. Lots of trades, lots of players going where no one thought they would go. Baker Mayfield went number 1 to Cleveland. USC Sam Darnold went number 3 to the Jets. Josh Allen went number 7 to the Bills. Josh Rosen went 10 to the Cardinals, and Lamar Jackson went 32 to the Ravens. 5 quarterbacks went in the first round for only the 3rd time in NFL history. 4 of them went in the top 10. That's the most since the merger in 1967. It's also the first time 2 Heisman Trophy winners finished and ended the first round going number 1 and number 32. But out of all the quarterbacks, I feel Lamar Jackson has been the most scrutinized and the most disrespected. In his sophomore year, Jackson threw for 3,543 passing yards and 30 TDs and only 9 interceptions. He also ran for a whopping 1,571 yards, adding another 21 rushing TDs. Yes, he only completed about 56% of his passes, but that didn't stop him from taking home the Heisman Trophy that season. The following year, he showed consistency by putting up similar numbers: 3,660 passing yards, 27 TDs, and 10 interceptions. He also rushed for over 1,600 yards and added 18 more TDs on the ground, but this time upping his completion percentage to around 60%, which is better than last year, and it's an improvement. But let me put this into perspective to better illustrate Lamar Jackson's dominance and explosiveness. He's always being compared to Mike Vick when he was in college, right? Well, Vick played 2 years at Virginia Tech, and if you combine his college numbers in both seasons and compare them to just Lamar Jackson's Heisman winning year, it's not even close. Vick had 3,299 pass yards to go along with 21 pass TDs, and on the ground he had 1,299 yards and added 17 rushing TDs. Mind you, this is 2 seasons combined from Vick. Now look at Lamar's Heisman winning season at Louisville. Vick's 2 seasons at Virginia Tech on the left, Lamar Jackson's Heisman winning year on the right. I'ma just leave that right there for a second for y'all. Damn, this dude was cold. Former coach GM Bill Polian stated that Lamar Jackson will be better suited as a wide receiver in the NFL. Sorry to tell you, Bill, ain't no wide receiver in the league putting up numbers like that. Real talk. I just think coaches are lazy and also stubborn at times. I mean, they don't want to teach a guy nothing. They want guys to strictly just come out the draft and be perfect with no flaws. Everyone has flaws. You a coach for a reason, so coach. But anyways, Jackson did sit for a long while at the draft, but he finally got taken by the Baltimore Ravens with the 32nd pick, like I spoke on earlier, which I think is the best place for him. For starters, let's check out the coaching staff. Greg Roman, who was the Ravens' assistant head coach, was also the offensive coordinator in San Francisco during the Kaepernick era. He was also the offensive coordinator in Buffalo when Tyrod Taylor was at quarterback. Both mobile quarterbacks. James Urban, he's the quarterbacks coach in Baltimore. He was the assistant coach in Philly during the McNabb era, and he was the quarterback coach when Vick took over at quarterback. Again, both mobile quarterbacks. Marty Morningwig, he's the offensive coordinator with the Ravens. Also, he was the offensive coordinator of the Eagles during the McNabb era. Again, another dual quarterback. So if I may say so myself, I believe it's safe to assume that these guys know a thing or two about how to deal with mobile quarterbacks. They also signed RG3 in the offseason, who is also a dual quarterback. Seems like they're headed in a direction that doesn't involve their current QB, Joe Flacco. Speaking of Flacco, he has 2 years left on a huge contract he signed after winning the Super Bowl, and he definitely didn't live up to that money. So if the Ravens want to release him after the 2018 season, they would save about $10 million, but would take a $16 million cap hit. Positive thing is that $16 million would be split over 2 years, so it's really not that bad. I believe this is the route that they may consider going, considering how poor Joe Flacco's been playing in recent years. Also, the coaching staff in place seems like they want to move the offense in a different direction. I mean, you don't take a quarterback in the first round without some intentions on the future, right? So Lamar Jackson basically gets a red shirt year to sit behind Flacco and learn from a vet while working on his game and studying the playbook. I don't think it was a better place for him out of all 32 teams in the NFL to get drafted by the Baltimore Ravens. I think it's a perfect fit if you ask me. By all means, let the chips fall where they may, but I feel like if everything goes as planned, I believe he can be a star QB in this league and everybody will regret passing on this rare talent. But let me know in the comments if y'all think Lamar Jackson was supposed to be drafted higher, or was 32 pretty much the place everybody expected him to go. Cause I think this kid will be special when he's surrounded around the perfect situation to make that actually come into fruition. I mean, he has the perfect coaching staff around him that will cater to his strengths instead of focusing on his weaknesses. Like Bill Parcells once said, don't tell me what a player can't do, tell me what he can do, and let's work to his strengths. And from my eyes, he's definitely got a lot of strengths to work with.